Hey y'all, it's your boy Ty Stu back at it again with another Wi-Fi battle here. This is actually last night's draft league game, and I wanted to upload it because it was really good. Like, it was hella long, for reasons that you'll see later on. But like, I really tried my best, and it was just so intense, and I like really enjoyed that aspect of it. So let's get into it. I lead off with my crocodile, Scarf Crocodile, and he led off with his Lichen Rock. I don't think, yeah, so I'm guessing because he was intimidated, he just kind of dipped out of there. So, I just get my rocks up and get the hell out of there because I'm not taking a Surf or a Moonblast. I'm pretty sure from a Feeny with, I believe, base 130 special attack, it's gonna kill me anyway. So I swapped into my Tapu Bulu expecting a Moonblast. I know I'd be able to take it very good because I have the Assault Vest on me. And so I'm gonna go for the read here because I assume that he would have switched in the Caesar, the Caesar, and expecting a Horn Leech, but I hit him with that Nature's Madness to cut down that HP and make things way easier for me. So he went for the Swords Dance there. I'm guessing that he knew I was gonna switch out because I don't really have anything to hit it. So he's gonna Mega Evolve, but the Selectivire is Scarfed, and I am packing Flamethrower. So I was low-key scared that it wasn't gonna kill, but I put a lot of special attack EVs on my Electivire. So I'm not sure if the crit mattered because I didn't calc anything, and I probably should go after recording this. But yeah, I mean, he came in there and he did his part. So I'm gonna swap back into my boy Hachiko and get off the Intimidate here because I didn't want to switch into my Crocodile because he would have either went for Earthquake or U-turn, and I was not trying to even at -1 take a U-turn from the Lando. So I'm gonna switch back out here. I don't want to take a Scald or a Moonblast because Stoutland has like okay defenses, nothing special. And my boy goes for the Reflect here with the Tapu Fini, but what he does not know is that I brought hella tech this game, yo. Like, oof, this shit is so clean, yo. Your boy brought the Brick Break, so he can say goodbye to that Reflect there. Double defenses is a no-no. The only issue is that the Chansey still has Eviolite, so I switch into my Crocodile here just to go for a knockoff. But he made a good switch out play into Toxapex, and I'm just gonna get my rocks back up. Rocks were very crucial to this game, honestly. And so he's gonna go for the Toxic Spikes, to which I'm just gonna switch out because I do not want to stay in on Toxic Spikes, yo. I'm gonna switch in my Electivire and take a Scald, and it's actually a good thing that we got poisoned here because I wouldn't want to risk getting burned, because then with 3 physical attacks my Electivire would essentially be useless. Plus, I mean, I'm not gonna spam Flamethrower on a freaking Lando or anything, because you know how that goes. But yeah, so I went for the Ice Punch expecting the Lando, but that was a good read on his part, because I feel like that he had assumed that I was carrying something like that. So, I mean, unfortunately, we still have Toxic Spikes on our field, or at least on our side of the field, to which it's not that bad because at this point I was like, okay, F it, I'm just gonna make it work. So that's what we're gonna do here. And so he brings his Tapu Fini back in. And I'm just gonna go for the knockoff because I assume that at -1, doing as little damage as it did, he wouldn't want to keep his Lycanroc in. So now that we got those leftovers off, we are in a very good spot. And I'm gonna send my Bulu back in. It's the best time because I want to hit something very hard. So he's gonna defog, taking our rocks off the field as well as the toxic spikes, which is really good. I thought I would have been poisoned beforehand, but I don't know. I guess that's at the end of the turn or something. But anyways, the assault vest saves me. I probably would have taken way more damage than that without it. So Nature's Madness. It probably would have been a better idea for me to go for the Horn Leech, but I also could have stopped him from putting up the Reflect if I did. I assume I would have killed at that range. But anyways, I still kill through the Reflect because Tapu Bulu has incredible attack stats. So he sends his Lando back in, and I don't want to stay in because my main fear here was like Flanium Z or something. And I don't know why I thought he would bring a Z move Lando. Because I don't know, I kept thinking about it, and then I was looking back at the teams and whatnot, and I don't know, I was tired, man. But anyways, he goes back out there. I don't take as much damage, mainly because of the Intimidate. And so he goes into his Toxapex, but I don't want my little doggo to get burned. So I switch back into my Lati. He does go to set up another Toxic Spikes, knowing that even if I hit him with something, I wouldn't knock him out in one hit. And that's like what I hate about Toxapex. Like, it's such a love-hate relationship. Like, personally, I wouldn't use it. I mean, I think it's ugly, but it's so good, man. Like, I can't even lie about that. So he swaps back into his Chansey as I go for the Draco. I was gonna go for something else, but just with the off chance that he could have brought in Lando or something, I wanted to make sure I could try to get off as much damage as possible. But you already know Chansey and special attacks, they get along very well. And so he soft boils up as I send my Crocodile back into the game. Man, that full HP bar is looking good. Like, I wish I had one of those. I wish my Crocodile was at full HP, but you know. And I get my Stealth Rock back up as he sends in his Lycanroc, and I'm going to switch out of here and get out of here. So what I wanted to do was kind of sack something because my Crocodile is again scarfed. So I mean, I can't just, you know, stay in there and click Stealth Rock. It wasn't gonna work like that. So I needed to get something in for free. And so I send in my Infernape here. My Infernape didn't do too much this game except for kind of help out with the mind games that, you know, come towards the end, since it involves a lot of switching. Like half the game is switching, I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, so I'm just gonna U-turn out of here. There's really nothing I can do with this Infernape because all my moves are not very effective, and I didn't bring Thunder Punch this week. I probably should have, but I just didn't, mainly because I had brought Electivire. And so he gets up another layer of Toxic Spikes. and I wanted to play mind games here, so I basically sent that in just to switch it out, because what I had noticed and analyzed was that whenever Latias comes in, he'll usually send in his Chansey. So pretty much that's what I was going for. And so with the Scarf, I am able to outspeed the Lando and get off the knockoff. So he is not scarfed anymore, and he's not going to be outspeeding anything. Though he does get rid of me with the superpower there, but it's really not going to matter. I was pretty much done with my Crocodile at that point. And so I sent my Latias back in, because, you know, I keep the Lati in the back. And, you know, we got Surf this week. So, you know, we're out here killing it. And so the Lando is KO'd. And you already know your boy Chansey comes back into the game. And we're going to get out of there. I'm going to go into my Infernape again. And I really wish that I really wish I had close combat this week or something. Mainly for the Chansey. And that's because I only brought Mach Punch because I wanted to deal with the Scizor if it got super low. Because naturally Infernape outspeeds, and I wanted to make sure that he couldn't, you know, take me out with Bullet Punch or something. So I U-turn out there just to do some damage. It doesn't really matter because, I mean, it's going to recover anyway and whatnot. But I get my Bulu back in, and I kind of wish I put more attack EVs on it just so it can hit a little harder. I go for the Nature's Madness here. I just wanted to kind of cut it down, but I assumed he just hit recover because I wasn't going to do that much to it anyways. I ain't even gonna lie, Grassy Surge is like such a nice ability because the benefits of grassy terrain, man, they're pretty crazy. I think I got a high roll there, and since I am poisoned, I cannot be burned, which is excellent. I just hate losing health every turn. I pretty much switch out because I figured that he would recover or something, and I really don't want my Bulu to get crippled over being poisoned and then not be able to come in and do something later in the game. So I switch in my Latias, and I do go for the Psyshock because I know that Chansey's defense is eh. So yeah, that is basically it. But since it doesn't do much, I mean, I kind of have to go back out anyways because we're gonna start playing Switch Wars. And get my Grassy Surge back up. It's gonna go for the soft boiled here. I ain't even gonna lie. Probably said that a lot in this video. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause I ain't even gonna lie. But Shiny Bulu's kind of clean, yo. And I kind of want the Shiny Feeny too, but I don't feel like doing the challenge for it, so I might have to get one off somebody. That did some pretty good damage there. But unfortunately, I cannot stay in because poison is a menace to society. So I sent my Latias back in, and this point, like, I don't know. It's so weird, cause it like I gotta play my cards right, or I'm ultimately gonna fail. So he does switch out his Toxapex there and goes into his Lycanroc. And see, I was a little confused here. Um, he actually caught me off guard with this Z move. And see, I thought it was gonna be like Fire EMZ, like Fire Fang or Ice Fang or something. But he was packing Gigavolt Havoc, and I think he thought I was gonna switch out into something. I kind of forgot what Pokemon I had left, but there was primarily like two that I like really needed. And so I'm just gonna knock him out with the Horn Leech after the resisted critical hit Z move. Do all Z moves get critical hits, or like how does that work? Because I've been seeing that kind of often. I don't know the mechanics, honestly. I go for another Horn Leech here just to get a little bit of HP back. We get a really low roll, so it doesn't give us much. Gonna go for the Skull just to chip us down. And I'm no longer staying in here. Bulu services are no longer needed. So we're gonna go back into our star one more time. Yo, shiny Latias is so clean, yo. Like, bro. I'm gonna switch back into my Infernape now with the double. And he's gonna go into his Chansey. And I really wish I wasn't poisoned. I think I made a smart play there, going for the U-turn though. Assuming that he would have switched into his Toxapex to take a Mach Punch and then whittle me down more. With him knowing I had the Life Orb, of course. And so this is it's a battle of the ages, man. I'm gonna go for Psyshock here just to see how much it does, and it does a really good amount of damage. And I believe I could two hit KO at full HP with that, maybe, because I think this Toxapex is physically defensive. So I do go for the Psyshock here, wanting to just get some more damage off on it. But I should have known that he was going to switch into the Chansey. And if he didn't have soft boiled, this would have all been like substantial damage and whatnot. So it's all Gucci. I'm just gonna switch out because I can't really do much. And at this point, I kind of want to get rid of the Infernape. See, he goes for Toxic there, but I really wasn't going to stay in because that was one thing I had on my mind. I just like wanted to waste a turn, knowing that he can't Toxic something that is already poisoned. And so he does KO me with the Seismic Toss there, but I did a good amount of damage. And so, unfortunately, Hachiko is going to be poisoned. But we do outspeed here. I think Chansey's like hella slow or something. But it gets like hella weird moves anyways. We're going to go here for the Fightium Z. Z superpower on this set. And we're going to hit him with that Aura. So we're gonna KO the Chansey there. One big problem eliminated, yo. Like, I really didn't want that Chansey in anymore because it was cucking me. And so his last mon is the Toxapex. And because we are poisoned and we're just gonna go down to poison, I'm just gonna spam crunch here just to, because mainly what I wanted to do was get that defense drop and keep going for more if possible. But the -1 defense does turn out to be extremely useful. Shiny Stoutland is also pretty clean, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Stoutland was a real dog, well, I'm pretty sure it's based on a real dog. I want to know what dog it's based on, though. Like, what it's supposed to resemble, because, like, I want one. It's cute, bro. But, anyways, we're going to go down to the poison. And, see, I kept the Lati in the back, specifically for the Toxapex. So at -1 defense, this is going to do even more damage than it did before because Side Shot goes after the physical defense stat. So he scalds me. It does little to nothing because this is Assault Vest 2. And so we're just going to finish off the game with another Side Shock. And the Latias came in clutch this game. I feel like I could have, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I did wrong or like could have done better, but just go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.